Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode here on Gladiator Disc Golf. Today we're talking about one of the biggest misconceptions in the backhand throw. If you're brand new to my channel, I want to welcome you. Thank you so much for coming and stopping by. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And don't forget guys, use discount code GLADIATORDG at otbdiscs.com for free shipping. So over the last couple months, as I've been reaching out to professional disc golfers like Chris Dickerson and Ezra Adderhold about form and those kinds of things, I've been noticing that as I've been making my adjustments, there are some things that I used to think were necessary for the backhand throw, things that I felt like I couldn't be successful with if I didn't do these. And one of the biggest ones is this idea of the pull through. And it's not that I don't think you actually have to pull the disc across your body to throw it, but rather I think it's this concept of reaching back behind your shoulder, and I think it throws a lot of people offline. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about for this misconception is this pull through. And basically what I'm getting at is if I have a disc right here and I'm about to throw, I'm used to pulling back right here. Now this looks good as I am planting my foot and I'm getting ready to throw in that direction, but part of the issue is that as I'm coming around and I'm pulling the disc through, I just find that as I'm coming across and my back shoulder is coming in, I found that I keep hitting my back shoulder because as I reach back with the momentum of coming forward in my throw, as I'm going this way, I reach back. Instead of reaching straight back like I should, which actually looks a little off center, I end up reaching straight back to where I am. And now all of a sudden, I'm turned around completely and my disc is in front of my chest. And if your disc is in front of your chest like this, then when you pull through and you come around, you're hitting your chest and bouncing offline. And so your disc has, instead of a linear trajectory through the throw, it has sort of a multifaceted throw or trajectory, and that's not what you want in your throw. But I've always had it in my mind that the disc needs to be like right here coming across my chest. And if you look at my shoulder as I'm coming through, that means it's really pinched off. My arm is not normal, is not used to moving in this way. It's abnormal for my body to move this way. But rather, if I just pop it out a few inches, my arm can still come through cleanly. It feels way more comfortable, and the disc is a few inches away, whereas before, I always had this mindset that it needs to come right in as close as it possibly can. And if you do it this way, what I've noticed is it really takes a lot of momentum out of your throw. If you give yourself a few inches off your chest, you're still coming into this power pocket, but it's not restricting your shoulder and your elbow. And so the misconception I want to clear here is don't reach all the way directly back from where you are, in a sense, because then you're throwing into your chest. Reach out a little bit, and a couple ways that you can help yourself with that is start sideways. Okay, so many times if I'm throwing at the camera, we see professional disc golfers start looking at their target, and then as they're coming through they rotate and then they follow through. Whereas for a lot of beginners, this ends up sending us into this over rotation, and then we start rounding. And so the big thing that you want to do is actually start sideways. So if I'm throwing this way, if I start sideways, I can just go directly into my X step, or adjust it just a little bit off sideways, take a step with my left foot since I'm right hand backhand, go, X, boom, and then come through like this. Starting your body sideways allows it to stay in that line, and you don't have to worry about the disc coming around and rounding on your throw. If you start your body in this line, it will finish in this line. The other thing is over-exaggerate a little bit. Anytime you do something that your body's not used to doing, it's going to feel weird. Even the most minute difference in your throw. And so, if you're going to be making some changes, over-exaggerate them, because your body's going to try to counteract that with muscle memory. So if you don't start sideways and you just slowly come this way, your body's not going to make the correction it needs to on the follow through. If you start sideways, your body's realizing, oh, I can't reach all the way there because then I'm going to fall over as I try to reach backwards. So start sideways, and you can even just start with a standstill throw, okay, to break that habit a little bit. The other thing to fix this misconception is to start with the disc not necessarily in front of you, but away from your chest a little bit. So many times, if you've been watching my videos for the last year now, especially when I'm out in at a course playing, I used to hold the disc, you know, pretty close to my chest. What I've started to try to do is be more relaxed, okay, and hold the disc out a little further, definitely further than I want to release it away from my chest, because my body's going to naturally pull it closer from muscle memory. And so if I can start it out further, I'll start breaking those bad habits and start creating the better ones, okay? And I just alluded a little bit to the third and final tip to break this misconception. You have got to relax when you're throwing, okay? It is so pivotal and is so vital to the success of your backhand throw that you are relaxed, okay? And so being super tense, flexing your muscles, you know, in your throw before you even get started, it's gonna restrict your body. It won't go smoothly. You have to be relaxed, okay? If you need to wave the disc a little bit in your hand to just keep those muscles loose, go ahead and do that, okay? You don't want to be tight and rigid coming up to the tee box. That's why having a routine is so important, and I'm not going to get into the importance of a routine right now. So, a final walkthrough. As if I was to do this the normal way that I've been doing it for a while now, it would be like this. And I'm just gonna stop right there, because not only did I hyperextend a little bit on this, on the plant foot, but I immediately saw that I reached directly behind me. And that right there diagnoses all the problems. As I'm trying to come through here, I'm hitting my chest in my line. Now, if I start sideways, okay, it's gonna feel a little funny, because now every single fairway that you've ever played is going to look completely different, right? But if I start if I start sideways now, and I'm even going to take my step first with my left foot, now the disc is out where it needs to be, and when I pull through, my chest is not getting in the way. Alright, so those three things: sideways, over-exaggerate the distance, and be relaxed, okay? I hope those three things can help you guys correct this common misconception in disc golf. It's one that I've struggled with before, and I've even talked about on my channel. Don't reach all the way behind your chest, because then you throw yourself offline. Well, enough of me talking. Let's go ahead and let's throw a little bit, and let's see how it looks. And to break out a special disc, I got the Loft Hydrogens here. Hopefully it's not too dark. I'll need to definitely bump up the light a little bit on this video, but I wanted to get this out to you guys. So let's go ahead and let's throw these Lofts. They're a little bit, hopefully a little brighter in this dark light. Alright, let's go and let's throw some mid-ranges and see how they fare. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. Definitely one thing I've noticed is I throw my putters with a fan grip, and so I can really get that clean release as I'm coming through on this flat plane, on this flat trajectory. One thing that I'm having to work on, and this is why I'm not throwing drivers with this right now, is when I go into a power grip, obviously the fan grip, it's easier for a disc to come out, my hand's more open. On the power grip, I'm still working on that timing with it coming out when it needs to and not releasing a little late. But I hope you guys found this video helpful, addressing some of the biggest misconceptions that we have with the backhand. Let me know in the comments. I hope this helps everyone, but I know that some people, everybody's body is different, and so this may help some of you and this may not, especially if you already have your backhand form down packed. And if you do, please drop some comments down below. What have you done to help you improve your backhand? Once again, guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you found it helpful, and until next time, have a great round.